everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to create or update Encharge person on Paperform submission. So let's suppose I am running an organization and I am collecting all my leads with the help of Paperform. Now I want that whenever someone submits the form, a person is automatically created in my Encharge account. So to do this automation, I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Paperform and Encharge. Pabbly Connect runs on two principles, which is trigger and action. Here as my trigger application, I am going to take this Paperform from where I will receive new form submission, and this complete workflow here will get triggered. And then in my action application, I am going to take Encharge where the person will be created as soon as the new form submission will be received. If you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to create or update Encharge person on Paperform submission. For this, we are going to create automation between Paperform and Encharge with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign into our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in. But if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on this sign in. And here a dashboard has appeared showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, you just need to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow. And first I need to provide the workflow name and then select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to create or update Encharge person on Paperform submission. Now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I want to select this forms automation and then click on create. Now as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger in the workflow, but as many as action applications as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create and update Encharge person on Paperform submission, which means whenever a Paperform submission will be made, a person will be created in my Encharge account, which means whenever a Paperform submission will be made, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So whenever Paperform submission happens, an action says do this. Then create a person in Encharge account. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take Paperform. And then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new form submission. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Paperform, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Paperform with Pabbly Connect. So reading the help desk given below over here, I will make this connection, and to make this connection, let me take you to my Paperform account. So this is my Paperform account, and this is the form that I have created by the name contact form. And to make this connection, I have to click on this three dots, and then I have to click on this edit. Now as I click on edit, I can see four options on the top: design, configure, after submission and share. So in this after submission, I can see this integrations and webhooks. So I will open this, and if I scroll down, I have to open this webhooks option. And over here I can see this add webhook. So I'm going to click on this, and now I have to add the webhook URL that I am provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So this is the same webhook URL that we need to enter in Paperform. So I copy that webhook URL and paste that over here. Now I want to select that on which event this should trigger. So on new form submission, this should trigger, and after selecting this, I have to click on this create. So I have successfully added my webhook URL over here, and now I have to click on this share and then I have to open the form. So this is my form by the name contact form, and it has all these fields: first name, last name, phone, email address, city, region, postal code. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect, and if I scroll down I can see this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission, so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. This means, so as to get the webhook response over here in my Pabbly Connect, I need to do a test submission, and for that only I have opened this form in a new tab, and now I am going to fill some dummy details in all these fields. If I capture the response in my Pabbly Connect and I receive the response in Pabbly Connect, this means the connection that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Paperform and Pabbly Connect is successful. So let's open my form and fill some dummy details in all these fields. So here I have added few details. My first name is new, last name is user, phone number is this, email address is new84@pabblytudes.com. The address is Old Street, city is Bhopal, region is Madhya Pradesh, postal code is this, and now I am going to click on the submit. I have successfully submitted my form, and this response should be received in my Pabbly Connect. And if I scroll down I can see that I have instantly captured the response. Here the name was new, the last name was user, phone number was this, email address was new84@pabblytudes.com, address was Old Street, city was Bhopal, region was Madhya Pradesh, and the pin was this. Now we have received all the response in Pabbly Connect. This means the connection that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Paperform is successful, and now whenever someone will submit the form, I will start receiving the response in my Pabbly Connect. Now moving on to the next step, whenever I receive a new response from Paperform, I want to create that as a person in my Encharge. So here in my action step, I am going to take my action application as Encharge. And then here in my action event, I am going to select add or update person. Now I have to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, you can simply click on this save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection and then click on this connect with Encharge. And over here I have already logged in my Encharge account, and that's why I just need to grant away some permissions, for which I need to click on this allow and authorization successful. So it is always advisable to keep your accounts logged in for the easy authorization. Now Encharge is connected with Pabbly Connect and I have to enter all these details. So the first one is email address, and to enter this I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I am going to enter data from my previous response. So here as you can see, I have received the response from Paperform. So as soon as I click on this email field, I can see this Paperform, and when I click on this I can see all the response that I have received from Paperform in my Pabbly Connect. So here the email address was new84@pabblytudes.com. Then I have to enter the first name, so the first name was new, and then I have to enter the last name, so the last name was user, and then I have to enter the name, so I will enter the first name as new, and then I will put space, and then I am going to enter the last name as user. Now if I scroll down, I have not received response for any of these fields, so for now I am going to simply skip this, and then I have received the response for the phone number. So I will enter my phone number as this one, and then I have to enter my address. So my address was Old Street, so I will enter that over here, and then I have not received the response for country. I have received the response for city, which is Bhopal, and then I have to enter my region or the state as Madhya Pradesh, and then in the postal code I have received the response as this one. Now I am going to skip this time zone, group ID, refer, first referrer, because these fields are not required one or needed for me to create contact in Encharge, and I have also not received the response for the same. But if you have received the response, you can enter all these fields following the same process. Now over here mapping is important, so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any data, this field will become static and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all the details, I have to scroll down and over here I can see the save and send test request, so I will click on this. And here I can see I have successfully received the response. Now I need to open my Encharge account and check whether this person has been created there or not. So this is my Encharge dashboard and on the top I can see this people. So I will click on this option, click on this people and let's refresh this page once. And over here I can see I have created this new user. The name was new user, email address was new84@pabblytudes.com. I have received the created date and then I have received the contact ID, the phone number, address, city, region and the postal code. Now so as to check whether this automation is working perfectly fine or not, let's open my Paperform again and fill some other form with some other details. So let's say this time my first name is latest. Now over here I have entered my first name as latest, last name as user, phone number as this, email address as latest@pabblytudes.com, address as new street, city as Indore, region as Madhya Pradesh and this is the postal code. Now I am going to click on the submit and I have successfully submitted my form. Now this response should be captured in my Pabbly Connect and I should create a portion automatically in my Encharge account. So let's open my Encharge account and let's refresh this page once. And over here I can see I have instantly created this contact also. The name was latest user, email address was latest@pabblytudes.com. Then this was the phone number, this was the address, city was Indore, region Madhya Pradesh and I have also received the postal code. Now to summarize, we took Paperform as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We submitted a form and received the response in Pabbly Connect, after which we moved to the next step where we took Encharge as our action application. We entered all these details with the help of mapping, simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as this person been created in my Encharge account automatically. So we have successfully created automation between Paperform and Encharge with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.